Hey everyone, it's Victoria, and today I want to talk about a food binge. It happens. People go through it all the time, and some people don't really go through it, but it's going to happen at one point. It's going to happen to you or someone you know, right? So this is a really good subject to talk about. So over the years, I've learned how to cope with my eating and not binge and go crazy over things that would be detrimental the next day, like really, really bad for you foods, you know? Like if you're going to binge on a clean diet, it's kind of like very easy to remedy, okay? Let's put it that way. So I haven't really had that problem, but last night I ate something that was just so out of my realm. Like I don't eat fried foods. I don't have the desire for fried foods. I think they're toxic. But I had a bag of corn chips, like Frito corn chips in my house. And for whatever reason, I think the kids were going on a trip and they wanted a snack or whatever. And they grabbed that and no one ate it. And it was in my, my food storage. And as I'm talking to my daughter, I'm opening this thing like as though it's like a ritual that I'm used to. And I reverted back to maybe being a teenager, or like, I don't know, I was talking about teen stuff with my daughter, and I opened up this bag, and she didn't even look at me weird. I don't even think she was paying attention. And one by one, the corn chips, these salty corn chips are going in my mouth, and at the end of the conversation, I looked down. It was so mindless. It was so ridiculously mindless. I looked down at the bag, and I'm like, I just ate that entire bag of corn chips. What the hell? And I said, you know what? I've come to this like no guilt policy thing. Like I will not feel guilty about something. I will just remedy it. So I am not going to ever feel that guilt over food because I know that I could remedy it, and it's what's done already is done. There's no sense in beating myself up. What's going to beat me up is the next day. I know I'm going to feel it. It's just going to be a consequence that I have to pay. You have to pay your dues for every kind of pleasure there is, so this is something that I had to pay for. So I knew it was coming. I had brain fog already. It was starting. Next morning, I wake up. I'm swollen. I get this brain fog. I still have to get up. I still have to take my kids to school. I still have to get things done. So I'm running around getting things done and trying to be in a really good mood and not think about it. Because in the past, I'd be in a bad mood. I'd be miserable. I would put on like baggier clothes. I would just feel like crap. I put on my workout clothes and I said, get it done. And I did a hard workout after that. I did not mess around. Like I said, I know I'm going to be heavier, and you are heavier when you run. You're bringing more weight, you're holding more water, and I was holding more water weight, and I ran up hills, did 4 miles, then I ended up walking with shoe weights, ankle weights, 5 pounds of ankle weights on my feet to add on the pounds, and I walked up hills for 20 minutes. And then I swam for 2 miles. Now, I wasn't doing it only because I had to remedy it. After the run, I felt amazing, amazing. And the lymph nodes were draining, and my head was clearing out, and then I felt so good. And I don't know. I feel good now. I went for a nice catch-up talk with my friend over a smoothie. Smoothie was not good, actually. It was like some sort of beet thing. And I feel good. I just had a few mangoes, and you know, that's really basically what I ate today, and it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just don't feel that hungry today, I guess because of all the calories I had in the corn chips. Not a good source of calories, but I gotta say, I'm not hungry today. So should I stuff myself today and, you know, think about my metabolic damage or any problems that it's gonna do to my metabolism? Not really. I'm just gonna go with what I'm feeling. I'm not gonna eat if I'm not hungry. When I start to get hungry, I'll start eating. I will eat to avoid hunger. In other words, I wasn't that hungry just now, and I had the mangoes because I know I'll need it, and I know that I'll be really hungry later. So to stave off hunger, you want to eat. You want to keep your metabolism going, but you don't want to eat a ton because you're not hungry. You know what I mean? So if you are struggling with this whole, you ate something that you didn't like eating, and I'm sure I swallowed like 10 gallons of water in that ocean because it's open water, and I swallowed salt water. I have a salty tongue now. Like I could feel it, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. I enjoyed myself, and that's all there is to it. I'm not going to stop and think about it. I'm going to keep moving forward because there's nothing I can do about this binge. Nothing I can do about it. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I wasn't satisfied with something. I'm not even, I don't feel stressed about anything or anxiety, maybe a few things, but coming up. But like my trip to New York, but nothing major that's like making me do this. I was tired yesterday and I didn't work out yesterday. Another thing that gets me to eat more, believe it or not. And I wasn't that hungry when I binged, but I was hungry yesterday. I think it was because of the whole week of activity that I had going on. Anyway, so that's what I have to say for now. I hope that you guys could relate to this and, you know, or send it to a friend that has these problems, and to just really change the mind shift and know that you will be okay, you know, in this long life. You know, it's good to know that you have just that day that you binged. And if you don't have a long life, then it was great that you had a great last meal. All right, signing off. Take care, everyone. Bye.